Great to have you along for the ride. Thanks a lot for stopping by. So glad to have back my sisters from another mister. It is Diamond and Silk. How are you, ladies?
Oh, we're doing wonderful.
Magnificent.
You are magnificent. I got to tell you something. I love your voice. I love that you're out there. I love your following. Go and follow them right now, diamondandsilk.com. Watch them on television. Go and follow every social media. Everything you have to say is so pertinent right now. We've talked about this for a long time. We know that President Trump should still be in office. We know that. But we've got this guy instead. I just want to shut up and hear your thoughts on what we're seeing going down in Afghanistan because of this feeble man we have in the White House.
Well, whenever you install somebody, this is what happens.
That's right.
It makes the America itself look weak.
Very weak.
Look at how we're looking around the world. You have this man that done pulled the troops out of Afghanistan, leaving those people there to ride dirty. You have our Americans being, to me, in my humble opinion, being held hostage there.
Right.
Because if you can't get them out, what else is it?
That's right.
And then you have him somewhere. Where was he at Camp David?
Yeah.
Chilling and playing golf.
Yeah.
Like ain't nothing happening. I think that this is embarrassing. I think that it really makes America look weak around the world.
Mm-hmm.
Where we go, the rest of the world follow.
Yeah.
And when they see this, they won't ever.
Yeah.
Our allies, people will never be able to trust the United States of America because of what Jim Crow Joe Biden, this install. I call him a squatter. Because he ain't doing nothing but squatting up there at that White House.
That's right.
A squatter and thief is what he is.
I could not agree. Go ahead.
Whenever you really think about it, ask yourself this question: was this deliberate?
Yeah.
With the way that they pulled out of Afghanistan, President Trump had a strategic plan as to how he would have did this.
Right.
And you have Biden now want to blame President Trump. Well, what it is not a matter of stopping the war. It's the way that you did it, Jim Crow Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because how is it that you're gonna leave the weapons there and you're gonna leave the Americans there, but you're going to remove the troops? I mean, you're going to remove the military. I mean, what type of sense does that make?
Yeah.
And then now American citizens is there with no pathway to the airport. And then you want to come on the TV 5 days later and want to talk about we going to do this and we going to do that. What happened to day 1, 2, 3, and 4?
Right.
Okay.
He was somewhere playing golf.
Somewhere chilling. And when I see this individual with the way that they removed different measures that President Trump even had in place when it came down to rescuing Americans from war-torn countries or crisis like this right here, you gonna remove those measures, but then want to blame President Trump?
Right.
No, something smells fishy and it ain't tuna, Joe.
Well, as you call him, Jim Crow Joe. By the way, it's Diamond and Silk, diamondandsilk.com. Watch your TV show on Saturdays, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, make sure you watch it on
Saturdays at
Newsmax.
8:30.
Right, and it's great. Make sure you go and check them out on all the social media, buy their books, see their movies, do everything that they do because they're amazing. When I had Trump on yesterday, I asked him, what was your plan? And his plan wasn't this. His plan was the military stays until the last American is out. The military doesn't leave until the last Afghan that helped us is out. And we tell the Taliban, if you try anything, we blow you to smithereens. Joe Biden either A, didn't know about this plan, and I think that's probably it, and B, he's got a Secretary of Defense who's more worried about personal pronouns than he is about saving Americans' lives. Diamond and Silk, we don't even know how many Americans are there right now. We have no clue. Go ahead.
Right. But Joe, if Joe Biden didn't know about President Trump's plan,
Right.
he's supposed to be the leader. They installed him.
That's
Right.
right.
I thought you knew about national security.
Yeah.
You didn't know to leave our military in place before you get our weaponry and the American people and the people that helped us out first before you remove our military. That's common sense.
That's
Yeah.
right. Let's look at everything that President Trump already had in place before Jim Crow Joe was installed, okay? But then as soon as he came in, he started undoing a lot of different things, rewriting a lot of different things. Even though he might not have knew about President Trump's plan, he could have made a plan. He could have
He should have had a plan, but his plan was no plan, and he was down there in Camp David vacationing while all of this was going down.
Did you see that picture of him sitting in that room watching a Zoom call wearing a golf shirt? He looked like he was a lost old guy that didn't know where he was. Like, take him back to go get dinner at the nursing home or something. It was very strange. No strength, no power, no authority. He's not answering any questions, even from the complicit media that's backed him up the entire time. But let's go back to the whole idea that he followed what Trump did, and it's Diamond and Silk. I want you to go to diamondandsilk.com, get everything they've ever done, consume their books, their movies, watch their TV show. Here's what we know. When Joe Biden got in, Obama and Harris, because I don't think Biden's doing anything, decided to stop the Keystone XL pipeline, open the southern border, stop drilling for our own natural resources, beg OPEC to drill more oil for us, changed completely through 41 or 45 executive orders in the first week, everything that Trump tried to do. And now he's following what Trump said? Come on, man. Come on.
Yeah, thank you.
And when you look at that picture, just think about this right here. We saw what we saw, but who did we not see in the picture? Who was behind him? Who is the puppet string master pulling his strings for him to act and react to a lot of these different things? Because some stuff is not adding up here.
Right.
And I'm beginning to think it's China running things.
That's right.
Is our country how we've already handed it over? Why is it imperative that Joe Biden makes America look weak?
Bad.
Everything that he touches is a disaster.
A crisis.
What is the problem here?
I know that you said this from the beginning, and I've seen some tweets about this as well. It's Diamond and Silk. China has benefited from every decision Joe Biden has made so far. Fill me in on that, ladies. I mean, that's a little stinky, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, not only have they benefited, but remember now we're in the midst of a pandemic.
That's right.
And there's this China virus. And not one time have Joe Biden held China responsible for unleashing this onto the world.
That's right.
So if China unleashed this onto the world, that lets me know China is trying to be a powerhouse.
Right.
But the United States of America, Jim Crow Joe up under this administration is allowing it. Why?
Yeah.
We have the strongest military. Where we go, the rest of the world follow.
Right.
So why are you sitting down and making our military weak, making us look bad for China to come in and take over?
That's
because
right.
that's what I see.
And why isn't you holding China responsible?
Right.
Why did you do away with the investigation when it came down to this particular virus and how it was created? Not naturally, because this is not a natural occurrence. This was created in the lab.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm going to say allegedly because I wasn't there in the lab. But then when I look at how Jim Crow Joe and his regime is trying to transition and transform America into looking like China, acting like China, going along with China. When I look up there in New York and how Mayor de Blasio and Cuomo and how they darn near destroy when it come down to the restaurants and different properties and different businesses for people to go away and run away from their businesses there in New York. That property becomes available. Who's purchasing that property?
That's right.
It's a lot of undercover stuff that's going on, and I believe China have their hands all up in it.
Well, ladies, I'll bet the people buying that property are the same people buying that crappy artwork from Hunter Biden for $500,000 a piece. It is Diamond and Silk. Go to diamondandsilk.com right now. Check out their TV show on Saturdays on Newsmax. Make sure you buy their books, you get their movies, and follow them on every social media outlet you can. Who in your heart of hearts do you think is running the joint? Who is it? Harris? Is it Jill Biden? Is it Obama? Who's doing this?
Listen, well, Kamala Harris can't even run a hot dog stand, so I know she won't be able to run the United States of America. But somebody is pulling Puppet Joe's chain, a little string. We have to find out who it is. But I'm going to tell you this. Something is not right. Something has been off since this man has been installed. And I believe right now that the American people are starting to wake up. Do you understand what's happening in Afghanistan could very well take place here? Right here. We've had the southern border open for almost 7 months. You've had people come into our country. We don't know if these people are terrorists or who they are. They've been flown to different communities. We don't know what they're orchestrating right here in the United States of America. I don't trust Joe, his regime. I don't trust Kamala. How can Kamala be a woman of color, and go along with this, what Jim Crow Joe did in Afghanistan? That's right. What about those women over there that's left to fend for themselves, that's going to be raped, abused, and killed? None of this makes sense. I question, and listen, this ain't just Joe Biden's fault. This is also Kamala, because she said she was right there with him when he made the decision. You didn't think to open up your mouth and say, whoa, Joe,
Joe,
we don't need to remove the military first, because the women, the children, the American citizens, these people got to get up out of there. People that helped us. What about those people?
Yeah.
These women there are throwing their babies over barbed wire fences just to save their lives, because they know that the women themselves will be forced to either be submissive or they'll be killed, as you said. Anybody who's worked with us is being killed there. And I want to say this. I want to back you up on something. You said you were alleging that it happened in the Wuhan lab. The evidence shows it wasn't a naturally made thing. And the only place it could have been made is in the Wuhan lab. And I'll say it on my show, and I'll say it nationally. And if somebody wants to sue me for saying I think the virus was probably made in the Wuhan lab, because there's a Wuhan virology lab right down the road from where it came from, I'll take the heat for that one, because at the end of the day, you proved to me that some bat bit a pig at a wet market and then kissed a woman or something, and then it spread across the globe. You got to be kidding me. We've got a freaking lab that's called the Lab of Virology right there, and when you look at it, you know that Fauci was told about a year ago that it's starting to look like it was manufactured. What about that whole thing, ladies? We're being forced to wear masks, being forced to vaccinate. If we want to go out to eat, go to a gym, fly on a plane. How bad is this going to get?
Well, it's going to get bad until the American people stand up and say enough is enough.
That's right.
See, we people are being led like sheep to a slaughter because they think that, in order for us to get back to normal, we have to do this. Now they're mandating a third shot. So if the first shot and the second shot didn't work, because we know that some people that's been vaccinated is coming down with COVID.
Right.
We know that the vaccinated is what you call the super spreaders, because now they can spread the COVID.
They can.
We know that they've been told to mask up. You know, what are we supposed to think? What are the people that's vaccinated supposed to think? We have to stop acting like sheep being led to a slaughter and stand up for your freedom. A mandate is not a law.
That's right.
Understand that. And when you understand that, you will know your rights. You do have rights. But if you lie down and let them step on your rights, they're going to continue to do.
If you give them an inch, they will continue to take a mile. Just look at what they've been doing. Here we are a year and a half into this, and these so-called scientists don't know what to do with this particular situation, even though we have therapeutic medicines that's been restricted.
Right.
And this is for a virus with a 99.99% chance recovery rate. I mean, we have some issues here, and it's going to take we, the American people, to say basically, hell no, we're not going to go that way. You're not going to mask us up. Let me tell you something about those masks. The mask is nothing but a symbol of control, a symbol of slavery. Let me tell you, whenever you put that mask over your mouth and your nose, it restricts your breathing.
Yep.
Why do you want to put something over your little children that's going to restrict their breathing? Okay, as far as I'm concerned, that's attempted murder. For me, that's what you're trying to do to me. And then you want me to muzzle. You want me to shut my mouth so I won't see your best.
Right.
You got Jim Crow Joe always talking about needle in the arm for American citizens. But all of those people that crossed that border illegally coming over here into our country, how many needles have went into their arms?
That's right.
And Trump
Just
said
think about that.
And Trump said yesterday, 21% of those coming across the border are COVID positive. 21%. That's crazy.
You want Americans to shut up. And while you sit here, you want us to shut up and lay down like a dog and let you stick us everywhere like we a pincushion, and you let these people that we don't even know that's not supposed to be in our country, that's here illegally, you just give them a free ride on American dime.
That's right. That's right.
Divey, you were going to throw something in there as well.
Well, I probably was going to say something what Silka said, but I thought you already just pretty much laid it down.
That burns me up, Joe. That burns me up.
I know it burns you up, but the people have to see this.
Yeah.
How we're being railroaded here. And if they're saying that Black people are disproportionately affected with this COVID-19, then why, because of these comorbidities that we're supposed to have, why are you offering people burger and fries to take the jab? Why are you not telling people to build their immune systems?
Right.
Why are you not offering people therapeutic medicines that can help people? I mean, we are not just Black people, but all people.
All people.
And at the end of the day, all of us Americans, whether you Black, white, pinstripe, polka dot, or plaid is in the same boat.
Well,
That's
you
right.
just brought something up.
Stop being led like sheep to a
You
slaughter.
brought something up that is so important. Not only are they giving like cream puffs to people who are getting this shot in Wisconsin, making them fatter and having more comorbidities. In New York City, as you brought up earlier from de Blasio, you can't go to the gym if you don't prove that you had the vaccination or something. Think about that. If we go to the gym and we're healthy, we can beat COVID. He doesn't want us to go to the gym. What?
Listen, you can go to the gym and the restaurant if you want to. The deal is, he just because he said it, who is he? Even though he's the governor, a mandate is not the mayor, whatever. The mandate is not a law.
Right.
And what happens is they're making up all of these different so-called mandates, and Americans are going along with it. That's why they keep extending the goalposts. They are abusing their executive power, is what they're doing. So I'm glad to see people suing his behind. I'm glad to see people protesting against this particular measure, because back in the day, the sign used to say blacks only, whites only.
That's right.
Now you got a sign, got to put up a sign and say vaccinated only.
It's
What's
crazy.
happening here is clear segregation. The Democrats did it back in the day, and them same doggone Democrats is doing it again today.
And back in the day, you know, the left symbol was that white KKK hood.
That's right.
Now, today's symbol is a white mask over your face. They always got some type of symbol they want you to go along with.
That's
exactly right. It's Diamond and Silk. We love you. I'd have you on for 2 hours if we could. I know how busy you are. Go to their website, diamondandsilk.com. Follow them on every social media. Get their books, get their movies, watch their TV show on Newsmax. Ladies, thank you so much. Let's do it again soon, okay?
All right. Thank you for having us.
All right. Have a great day. We're back after this. Stay right here.